Hi friends, Alyson Wonderland here, and I am finally bringing you the long-awaited Let's Get Stoned series. I really enjoy making these videos. They just take a really long time to edit, film, and the research takes a long time too. So I apologize for the delay, but I'm really looking forward to bringing them back to this YouTube channel. Today we are working with Scolecite. I have a couple different versions here. This is a generator, and then this is a tumbled piece. However, it still has a lot of its natural markings on it, which I really like. So the initial meditation with Scolecite was done almost a year ago. So obviously that's bad news because it's taken me so long to get this video to you. But the good news is that means that I've been working with this crystal for a year. So I have, first off, the intuitive hits that I get from meditation, that information for you. Then I have the research for you on Scolecite, as well as the entire year that I have been working with it. So, without further ado, here is past Alyson. Please be nice to her, and I'll see you at the end. Hi friends, I am here today with another episode of Let's Get Stoned, and if you look up a little bit closer, it almost kind of looks like marble. If you hold it up to the light, it is slightly transparent, and it actually grows in, like, since this is carved, you can't really tell how it grows. It almost reminds me of coral, kind of. I'll try to find more information about how it grows because I've also seen it in kind of like these spiky shards, almost kind of similar to selenite. And then I have this other Merkabah piece. So I'm going to be using these two to meditate with, to hold in each hand. So let's get stoned. All right, so I will sit in meditation for 10 minutes and we will come back and I'll let you know any information that I picked up from the meditation, and then we will dive into the research and I'll bring that to you later. Wow. Okay. Silly me, silly me. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. So, a lot of information. Okay. Holy moly. So, Scolecite. It was very empowering. I took off my ring or one of my rings, and the crown that I was wearing because the crown itself already makes me feel like super buzzy, and I just wanted to be able to differentiate between if the buzziness was coming from the Scolecite and same thing with the ring. So due to the different shapes, I could really feel the difference. I originally had, when we first started the meditation, I had the Merkabah in my left hand, and then I had the tumbled piece in my right hand, and the left piece was almost like pulsing with energy. And the first thing I felt, like as soon as I closed my eyes, was actually I felt like this drawing of energy through me. Really interesting, especially for the left hand, because I typically receive with my left hand. So, but the energy was being pulled towards the stone. So I switched them and put the Merkaba in my right hand and the other one, the tumbled piece, in my left hand. And it was still, I still felt this like drawing, sent like it as if it was pulling energy. I mean, maybe it was pulling energy like through my crown chakra and kind of like cleansing. So it was like pulling that light into me and then pulling it into the stone. And when I switched hands, it still felt like the Merkaba was still really powerful, but it wasn't as much as that drawing energy feeling. However, it did feel when the Merkaba was in my right hand, it felt more of like it was like radiating this like energy, whereas the tumbled piece felt more isolated. Just putting them back in my hands again, it made me feel a little buzzy. I also felt these random sensations, one on my knee, kind of like this sharp like ping in my left knee. And then I felt it like right at the top of my stomach, kind of near the esophagus. And then also, oh, I guess like that would have been kind of the same point on my back. It was like the center of my back and then to the left of the spine. So all of these sensations were on the left side of my body. It's kind of interesting. And I don't really know what that could mean. I'm wondering what it made me think of. I wonder if those are meridian points that it was kind of like highlighting. I also just kind of felt like comforted. Like I felt like there was just like this warm, energetic hug. And I also felt like extreme gratitude. Like it felt like I was given the opportunity to say thank you to spirit. And just the overall feeling just felt very like clear. And because like a lot of times, especially with claircognizance, you kind of are like things and you are intuitive about things, but you kind of second guess yourself because you're not sure. This just felt like very clear and precise information that was coming. And yeah, very, very lovely. I've had these for a while, and I got them for a specific reason, specifically for connecting with my ancestors. Um, but I actually haven't taken the time to like really sit down and work with them. So this was really nice to do, and I'm looking forward to compiling some more research for you. I'll go do that and come back at a later time, and we'll see you then. Thanks so much.
Okay, welcome back, guys. So the first thing that I picked up in meditation was how buzzy it made me feel. And I was feeling this all around the crown chakra. And that can be validated with the research because this is a crystal that activates all of the upper chakras, but specifically the crown or the third eye, crown, and the soul star chakra. So that explains why I was feeling this very like heady, buzzy kind of feeling. So Scolecite, a member of the Synergy 12 stones, and this is a group of 12 crystals. They're said to be very vibrational crystals that activate the light body and help you to spiritually evolve. So this is a group of crystals that have been dubbed by researchers, crystal enthusiasts, as the stones that will help you ascend to a higher vibration. That kind of explains the heady, buzzy kind of feeling that I experience during meditation. All right, so now that we know that Scolecite is something that is going to activate our upper chakras, I kind of want to touch on the sensation that I felt of I described it as a drawing sensation. I think that the same way that like selenite is very cleansing and clearing and is bringing in the light, and like the research says this is supposed to be activating the light body, I think that like flow of movement that I was feeling was like my chakras being cleared. White and clear stones are going to clear your chakras. So um, I think that that is just like the sensation that I was feeling in kind of the same way that like um, the tube torus flows like this, like it flows up your center channel, uh, overflows out of your crown chakra and spills down kind of like a fountain. So that is like the natural flow of energy within our energetic field. So I think that that is probably the sensation that I was experiencing. Now that I've had a year of working with this crystal, I'd like to talk a little bit about the different shapes and how in meditation, I could definitely feel the difference between all of them. And after working with this crystal for a long period of time, it was definitely the Merkaba that was the strongest and the one that I felt the most connected to. I mean, this is to the point of I don't have it now because I was carrying it with me so frequently and sleeping with it that I don't know what happened to it. This happens a lot when I work with crystals. They kind of come and go, and I'm sure I will find it again eventually. I don't have the Merkaba to show you right now, but that was definitely the strongest, and the Merkaba is designed to do that. It is designed to radiate and pulsate the energy outward. That is why it's carved and shaped in that way. I would say the second piece that I felt really connected to was just this tumbled one, and I like that it still kind of has the raw essence of it. And surprisingly, this one I don't feel, even though it's the largest, I don't feel like any connection to it. I tried sleeping with it, and I think that maybe this would be best. I mean, I got it from a reputable source, so I'm not worried about it being fake or anything. I think that it's just the shape of this is meant to be directing energy and not like it's projecting it outwards. It's not like I could go like this and point at things to like direct the energy there. But I mean, that's not something that I think it would be good for a grid. Specifically, this is an infinite generator. It has 8 sides. So it corresponds to the numerology of 8 and infinity, abundance. So it's supposed to help energy move. It's not necessarily something that's going to radiate energy like the Merkaba. I plan on using this in a grid to see if maybe I can get the effects that way. But I was just like, why am I not feeling connected to this one? But the Merkaba is also known as Metatron's cube. And Metatron is the archangel that helps us connect to these higher realms, understand the wisdom of the universe and sacred geometry and that sort of thing. So it's understandable why that shape would connect in that way, radiate in that way. Okay, so the different sensations that I felt in my body during meditation was really interesting to me. And I looked up those meridian points that I was feeling the sensations, and I can't really validate any of that with the research, but I just, because I talked about it after the meditation, I just want to mention it now that I correspond those spots to the liver 14 meridian and bladder 18 meridians. Now, these are just relating to the physical body, and I'm thinking that I was just experiencing, again, that cleansingness of the white light energy that the stone has, and I think that that was just probably clearing those meridians. Those meridians are not specific to the research that we have of this stone being an ascension stone. I just think that it was part of the cleansing. The bladder meridian, BL18, has to do with confidence, courage, sexuality, and habitual fear. It can also relate to physical problems like liver problems, upper abdomen pain, blurred vision, and night blindness. Again, I think that that was just an energy center that was blocked for me. I don't think that that Scolecite helps heal the liver or blurred vision or anything like that. I just think that those were energy centers that were blocked in my body. And the liver meridian can deal with anger, resentment, and processing of like difficult emotions like that. Um, and can also have that same upper abdominal pain associated with it. But again, I think that these were just energy centers in my body that were blocked, and the Scolecite was helping unblock those things. One of the benefits to using Scolecite, the research shows that it can be used to heal ancestral wounds. So I'm wondering if those are specific meridian points on my body that could deal with past life trauma or ancestral trauma. That's the only way I can associate it with the research, but again, who knows? Okay, so the warm, energetic hug really holds true to this day, especially after using Scolecite for a year. What I have found is not only is it connecting me to my upper higher chakras, opening my third eye, activating my crown chakra, connecting me to my soul star chakra and the universe, and connecting with me with my guides and ascension and everything. The biggest thing that I have felt after using it for a year is a connection to my higher self. I really feel like in a roundabout sort of way that it has helped me love myself, understand that I am just a spirit in a meat suit, basically. So that helps me to be more gentle and more loving and compassionate and forgiving of myself. That was like the biggest thing for me, and it really feel like I have more of a connection to my higher self and to my who I'm like on that evolution to like being the person that I want to be. I can even looking back on that person from Alyson from a year ago looks totally different to me. Even though when I look in the mirror every day, I still feel and think I look like the same person that I've always been. But just looking at that video, I don't really recognize that person. So it's really strange to say. Back to the research, what we have here is that it's helping us to access higher realms. It helps you to be an open and clear channel, and specifically to channel inner wisdom, like connect to your intuition. And that's the thing, like when we connect to our upper chakras, we think we're connecting to this like entire universe, which we are, but it also helps us to go inward. It's also connecting deep within, as in like the depth within you is just as vast and infinite as the galaxy, the solar system. It's also going to, I said the heal ancestral wounds, and it's going to help just access wisdom, divine wisdom, and receive spiritual guidance. I do feel like I've had a stronger connection with my spirit guides, and that boils down to trust. Like I'm trusting that, okay, this is a message that I was meant to see. This is a sign that I meant to see. And that was something that I was honestly really struggling with. My word for 2021, back when I filmed Scolecite, my word for the year was trust. And I don't think it's actually until now that I've really, really learned to like trust and learn the definition and meaning of that for me. One of the things that I found in research, which kind of refers back to the warm, energetic hug also, is that some of the research says that Scolecite encourages random acts of love. And I really felt that with myself, not necessarily with like other people, showing acts of love for other people, because that comes easy and naturally to me. I don't, loving myself is more difficult than loving other people. So again, I really do feel that self-love connection to that. And I think that's of like helping me get to know myself, helping to connect with my higher self and my spirit team, and like figuring out what my purpose is here and why I came has really helped me love myself, forgive myself, and be more compassionate with myself. It's all, the research also shows that it's going to help with dream interpretation, as well as channeling, like channeling information and divine guidance and that sort of thing. Which is lovely because dream interpretation, it's lovely to have a white stone to work with that's going to connect with that light body, because a lot of dream stones are going to be your purpley, blue, indigo third eye stone. So this is a nice addition to the something like sodalite or amethyst. It also clears the upper chakras. So again, I think that is why I was feeling that like flow channel kind of energy during the meditation. I have had a very, very profound experience with Scolecite. So maybe it was meant to be, it was divinely guided that I was supposed to work with this stone for an extended period of time before actually delving or releasing this knowledge and research that is easily accessible on the internet. But now I have a whole year of my personal interpretation, and not just the meditation part of it, which again, I think this does prove that like when we go into meditation, connect with ourselves, we are able to receive knowledge and wisdom. And man, Scolecite was so cool to work with. I'm so excited to bring this series back to you. We have some more really old footage that I'm still not sure if I'm going to use or just reshoot it, because I do like to meditate again, especially if it's been after a while. I meditate again before filming the research part, just to like make that connection again, especially if it's been too long. So please let me know if you've worked with Scolecite in the comments below, or just let me know any feedback about this series or Scolecite in general. And I have a stack of stones over here to go through and to share with you, and I'm so excited. So thanks for your patience. Thank you for your support. And I will see you next time we decide to get stoned.